Peter's here to gloat about something privacy related. I don't know. Today's not so critical update.
Oh, Mike always does that when he's about to be defeated, beat down. Because this is a story about Rachel Toback is this amazing person who is an ethical hacker. She does social engineering mostly. She works for the EFF, and there's a story where she hacked his billionaire, Jeffrey Katzenberg. I got permission from him first. And used a combination of public data, or data they were able to get from data brokers, a spear phishing campaign, a vulnerability, and a few phone calls, bit of social engineering, and essentially take over his account and order tickets in his name, but get his seats changed on a flight and hacked him. Basically, it was quite amazing.
Is this the same person or group that did The Journalist that we talked about a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Rachel Toback. Yeah, she's brilliant. She's good.
She got super viral because she kind of brought to mainstream the baby crying in the background distressed wife. And we talked about how in social engineering, having a woman on the phone is insanely effective. Because when we imagine one of our preconceived notions as humans is when you think about a hacker, you don't think about a 35, 40-year-old mother of two. Think about a guy with a hoodie in a dark room and a laptop. That's what you think about. And that, don't do it, Peter. And that right there is why also I think she's so brilliant, because she shows the different angle and how easy it is to socially engineer these support representatives or whatever it is you're targeting.
Yeah. Sorry. Did I scare you there? Because I was just doing a bit of hacking while you were talking. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just a
NSA. Watch out.
It's the same trade-off of what do you want to be able to do and what should you not be allowed to be able to do, right? If my wife couldn't call our cable company and change the account, that would be a huge inconvenience for me.
But is she an authorized person on that account? That's where it gets tricky, right?
Yeah.
Because they say, oh, I don't have you as an authorized person on this account. Baby's crying. You're like, I don't know what to do.
But I would say she's authorized to do anything on my behalf. Right? And it's a problem if they won't let her. But at the same time,
dude,
if
I
she's
can
not
totally
listed
imagine.
on the account,
I can actually imagine a solution for that.
Oh no! Don't! Every time, I don't even know what it is. He's going to suggest.
What if there was some kind of a ledger?
Oh my god!
Like an indelible ledger.
Oh, God.
A universal place where you can verify a person who's authorized, right? Mm-hmm. And only you can make that change.
Yeah.
And it's immutable.
Distributed.
Distributed.
Decentralized.
Trustless.
Some sort of but it's got to be made up of a sort of
links.
I don't know. Circles that come together to
not
form
circles.
A kind
circles,
of...
triangles. No, not triangles. I got it.
Blocks.
Block. Okay, block.
Links
of blocks.
Blocks. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
A lock links. Link
you know what's so funny?
Lock links
is that there is a cryptocurrency called Chainlink, which is they really sat there, and they're huge, by the way. I think they're in the top 30.
Really?
Yeah, biggest market caps. The owner, the creators were sitting there, and they're like, blockchain. What about chain? And what connects the blocks? Links.
Nice. Well, I think we've got an article coming up about Biden coin, right?
No.
Block links. What? Block links.
But yeah, anyway. Really fun.
Blocklinks.io. Everything crypto.
Shit.
All right, I'm stopping now. Sorry.
So
what
at
did I
any rate,
interrupt?
social engineering still effective, phishing still effective, blah blah blah.
No. The whole point was to just the fact that there was a key part of this this hack was that data was obtained from data brokers, which they had scraped from publicly available information. So, Mike, privacy by default. Do you still want to argue against that?
I mean, it's not compelling to me. Right? It's
God damn it!
It's illegal. The information is already out there. We've all already been hacked. Like, what's the difference at this point?
It's the ease of hacking. It's the way that you could just go out and buy this data from someone and use it to compromise their identity.
Free market, baby.
Free market, baby. So I swear, April 1st coming up, mate. This is like just you get a new. I don't know.
Like
I'll send you a.
The problem is not the privacy. The problem is the criminals. Like, I do not want to be hacked. Seriously, I can't be more clear about this. But everybody's information is already out there.
Intelligence gathering tools. That's just going to make it harder for them, you know.
Peter, how so?
What do you mean,
well, Peter's? I mean, like, if we don't have data brokers and like publicly scrapable data, how are criminals going to get caught?
Oh, well, yeah, that's a good point. By the way, I thought of an amazing April 1st.
I was totally winging that, you guys. I did not expect them to say that.
It's a good point.
I mean, no, I don't know. The FBI and the government.
The government.
The government.
Yeah, the government. They can solve it. Yeah.
They can solve it. Just they'll get it.
They'll fix it.
I thought of an amazing April Fool's joke. By the way,
okay, all right.
I was listening to the episodes that Mike and Mikey. By the way, describing to someone else that Mike stepped in to talk to Mikey, and then having to describe both people to someone, very confusing. I don't like that.
We're very similar. So, is that the problem?
Yeah. No, it's the Mike and Mikey thing. It's so Mike said what? And I'm like, no, which one's Mikey again?
It's the Mike and Mikey talk show.
Mikey talk show. Welcome. Yeah. Okay. We should do a 4-spot one time.
So I have a question, Peter. So, like, I guess my issue is that increased privacy is not a solution. Like, it's already too late for that. So, like, this guy's case, right? The information has already been bought by brokers. It's already been sold. It's already out there. What do you do now?
Too short term.
No,
attacks will continue. Obviously.
Right, but how could this guy? How could I protect myself today? Illegal. The information's already out there. I can't put the horse back in the barn.
That's a straw man argument. That's not the point.
Wait.
No, it's not. If I'm at risk right now today, what do I do about that?
You can get your data deleted from these data brokers, either through an automated process or some kind of manual thing, or paying someone else to do it. Yes, you can. Technically, you should, or you could at least try.
I can remove all copies of my data from existence anywhere that this woman could get.
That's not what I said.
No,
you're exaggerating what I said. You can.
I know I'm exaggerating, but that's my point. Is even so, I request the legitimate data sources delete it.
Well,
you're saying if I do that, Rachel can't find it.
No.
You can make it harder for Rachel to find it.
This wouldn't be like a big viral thing on Twitter. She wouldn't have got that CNN article if it hadn't been super easy to do it. But if it was made difficult, where she had to really like trawl the dark webs to find a data broker who had stolen the information, was willing to sell it illegally, that wouldn't be a story. It's the fact that she can go to any fucking data broker on the internet, say, hey, give me this guy's everything about him, pay $50, got it, boom, spear phishing campaign. It's so easy. I'm talking about privacy by default, where people aren't supposed to do this. But that's a long-term
solution.
Yes, it is a long-term solution, but that is not an argument, Mike. Saying, oh, but that's going to take a long time for it to cascade, and that's just the groundwork, so we shouldn't build the bottom floor.
I didn't say that's why we shouldn't do it. I said it doesn't solve the problem today.
You absolutely, you 100%. I heard you out loud say, I hate this idea. It's going to take a long time, so let's not bother. That's what you said.
You said, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
This doesn't work.
Then you said, I've got a really big nose.
All the
I don't know what it is about. I'm really self-conscious about my nose.
What's going on?
And it keeps growing.
growing.
Every time I
Wow.
talk, it just goes out.
And all I just want to be a
Oh.
real
All right.
boy.
Well,
That's what
I
you
guess
said.
this is what happens if you
just-
don't have an answer to an actual
Oh my
question.
god, did you guys see the Pinocchio trailer? For the
We're
new
getting
Pinocchio
way
film?
off track now.
Is that a real thing?
Did not see
Oh
the
my
Pinocchio
god,
trailer.
it's so funny.
Okay.
It's just this angsty wooden boy, and it is so fucking funny. I don't
You
know
go,
who they
"My
hired
name's
as the
Mike.
voice actor.
I
No,
don't
but he
like
doesn't
privacy
talk like that.
mind.
But he doesn't talk like that. I
Privacy's
recommend
rubbish.
if anyone's watching this, you need to like, subscribe, and then go watch the new
Go
Pinocchio
watch that,
trailer,
yeah.
because that
Yeah.
shit is so funny.
Oh dear, it's all falling apart.
No, we're done. That was it.
Oh, we're done. That's where we're closing. All right.
We went on long enough about that nonsense. Social engineering. This was the one we
By the
just
way,
did.
you have
Oh,
your nose is fine, by the way, Mike. I don't know why.
oh no, sure. Just make personal attacks and then try and backtrack on it. It's fine.
What's this one?
Weight Watchers collecting information on children.
Oh, that was quite old, but yeah, let's do it.
March 4th.
Wait, is it old? Yeah, 10 days. 11 days.
12 days.
I picked that to do, but then I bailed.
you did?
Relatable.
I thought I put. Oh yeah, you did.
Mm.
Do you not want
Way
to do
back
it?
when. No, we can talk about it. It's horrible.
They're just marketing. Who are they supposed to sell to if their market's growing? If they have saturation on their target market, what are they supposed to do? Fun story. Again, pitting the free market against privacy. Peter's going to tell us about it on this Not So Critical update.
John's yawning in the background. He's left his mic on and he's drinking. See, I can see what he's doing right now. And he's got his little red mic on, his hot mic. We've got hot mic and hot mic. Anyway, this is a story about Weight Watchers or www.com or whatever they're called now. They got sued because they were taking data from under 13-year-olds and using it to market to them. And yeah, here we go. FTC takes action against company formerly known as Weight Watchers for illegally collecting kids' sensitive health data. Weight Watchers International. Go back to. I want to read the subtitle there.
Oh, sorry.
If you don't mind. Sorry. WWW International and its Kerbo app are required to delete data, destroy any algorithms, and pay a monetary penalty. The key bit is the middle bit there. Destroy any
algorithms. That's right. Algorithm destruction. We're going into a new age.
Yes. That's what's been missing from any kind of action against this.
This is juicy stuff.
Just to give Mike a fair chance here, because we're all about fair chances on the Not So Critical update. Do you have anything to say in favor of Weight Watchers' heinous data collection policies?
That they should be able to do this?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you want to argue for that? Yo, okay.
But not for privacy purposes. I think it's just terrible that they're marketing this app to children for weight loss.
Isn't that a privacy issue?
Well, they're volunteering for it, right? So the idea of consent came up. That are the parents consenting to this?
But can a 13-year-old or under?
Yeah, this was the code. I mean, go younger. Say it's a 9-year-old. The argument that I made was, the parents handing a child an always on surveillance device to carry around and put their personal information into is consent.
Is it?
You can't, but I don't think that they should be able to give consent for something like this. I think it should just be outright illegal. You can't hand a knife to a 9-year-old and say, "Hey, you can stab other 9-year-old." You a knife to a guy and say, "You can't stab. You can stab my child if you like. It's fine. I don't mind."
Interesting.
or
that's a bit of an extreme example, Peter.
Okay.
I think
it's technically the truth, though.
Is it?
Pretty sure you're not actually allowed to do that.
Oh,
you're not allowed to. Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, it's been a while since I had a younger child like that, but just
if you remember correctly, you couldn't hand him a knife and say, "Go stab that other kid,"
or hand a stranger a knife and say, "Go ahead and stab my kid."
Consent.
Yeah. You shouldn't be allowed to as a guardian, say that other people can do bad things to your kids.
Well, that's why the FTC came after this, right? Is because while you can
rightly so
track away adults, one thing they do not fuck around with is kids, and that is the right approach.
So
it's not enough,
and
it's the right approach.
Look, I do not think this is consent. I don't think that they should be allowed to do this. I think they're terrible people for doing it. They should absolutely not be allowed to do it. To be clear about that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's fair. It didn't seem to be what you were saying earlier, but okay. Anyway.
Just kind of generically on the idea of consent. Don't be surprised if you hand your kid an always-on device explicitly made for surveillance that you're being tracked.
For surveillance.
What you're saying is that they dressed like, they
deserve. Don't even start this. No. I'm not saying that. You're saying that.
they went out to the
something
wrong
really important that we should touch on is the fact that the FTC, I believe for the first time ever, has ordered a company to destroy the algorithms used in data collection and advertisement targeting, pushing.
How do you do that?
Well, I don't know if you can audit this. It does matter because if let's say, so Facebook, if you guys remember, they had this whole facial recognition thing going where they had like 1 billion faces on file, right? With those billion faces, they can do some really crazy shit with data modeling. Things that we are way too dumb to think about. Really like nefarious stuff, really malicious shit. And they've probably done so to an extent. It's safe to assume that they've used this data running various tests and God knows what else. If the FTC came and said, not only do you have to delete the data, you also have to undo and delete all those models and algorithms that you've written for these malicious, weird tests.
And wipe the minds of the programmers.
Exactly. Well, I wouldn't go that far. But yeah, pretty much.
Just round them up and put the programmers in a cage for the rest of their lives.
Oh my God, Peter.
Wiping their minds would be too difficult, but we could,
I don't know if
definitely...
we're fascists on this show, you guys, but like...
Only against programmers, okay? They deserve it.
The data scientists, they get a pass. It's fine. The programmers, on the other hand, you're off to the gulag.
Oh, God. I'm glad I'm out of that game.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
Very interesting, very fun. We'll see where this goes. This could take a dark turn, could take a right turn. I'm not sure yet.
But the scope of this does expand. Like, okay, so delete the algorithms. Vow to never recreate them. Track down everybody who ever had access to them. Like,
I don't know.
I get it. It seems like a good step,
liability against the CEOs is the next step, please.
Oh, I would love that.
Oh, wouldn't it be so good?
Oh,
it would stop it.
You mean if people actually had to be responsible for their companies and for the things that they did?
Isn't limited liability such a funny thing?
Oh my God, it's ridiculous.
Don't blame the owner or creator. Blame the company in front of it.
Yeah, but limited doesn't mean unlimited. No liability. That's what I'm saying.
Sorry, maybe not where you're from, Peter.
Yeah, we're in America, Peter.
This is America.
Right, well, okay, so then expanding on my analogy from earlier, if I started a company for stabbing under 9-year-olds, and I formed it as an LLC, under 9-year-old stab company, the LLC, and I went out and stabbed someone and they got sued. But
actually, yes. Actually, yes. If a kid of an employee on the grounds of the business stabbed someone, that means that the parent, who's an employee, brought the kid in.
But here's the distinction.
Hold on. Kid stabbed someone. Is it the company's fault? Or the
if it's specifically a kid stabbing company, then they did what they were designed to do.
No, he's not stabbing the wall. Could say he's not stabbing a printer.
They put themselves in that situation when there was a kid stabbing company around the corner, so they could have expected it.
Peter's premise was that it's a kid stabbing company.
Yeah. But
Peter, here's the distinction. If it's a family business that you run, you can't get liability because you're not worth enough money to the politicians to protect you. If you run a multi-million or billion-dollar kid stabbing company, then you go scot-free.
Yeah. I just need my own lobbyists first. That's
There you go. Yeah.
Legalize, kids. What the problem is that when you don't make that legal, you're taking jobs away from hardworking people. That's the problem. All these potential murderers out there that could have,
not murderers, productive members of society.
Productive members of society. Sorry. Yes.
For the burgeoning kid stabbing industry.
Yeah, they're learning useful skills like knife sharpening, blade maintenance, and some social interaction.
What are we talking about?
Do we have an article? I don't know. Oh, Weight Watchers. Stop stabbing children.
Watchers, yeah. Basically, yes. What we're saying is Weight Watchers, or the company formerly known as Weight Watchers, might as well be a company that goes out and stabs 9-year-olds.
Is that? Can you say that?
I guess we'll find out.
Fuck it.
Unconfirmed reports. WW, known as Weight Watchers.
Oh, John's going to double down. Here we go.
That they're stabbing kids. No, the kids are stabbing them.
Can I do this in the Tucker Carlson method, which is Weight Watchers really a company that stabs under 9-year-olds?
Has nobody asked these questions?
Why has nobody asked these questions? Why is Biden not legalizing this?
That's so fucking real.
Yeah.
The whole no, we didn't say that. We heard a question.
Right. Yeah. Did Putin eat dogs? It's like he literally asked that question.
Dude, that's peak reporting.